Chet. Hey neighbors, welcome to Shed Shop 2.0, Chainsaw Redeemer, and Grumpy Unk. I'm tired as hell.
I'm sore.
And probably tired as hell. He's got to work 2 to 10 tomorrow, and it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. I have to adjust my schedule to essentially have an overnight schedule so that on my uncle's days off, he doesn't have to get up early after he's worked all night. So that is why you guys see us working in the middle of the night a lot. A lot of people like to say I'm on drugs because I work in the middle of the night all night. No, it's because my uncle works overnights. And so, this is another Shed Shop mini update. Uncle worked his ass off today. You guys know that my uncle does me dirty a lot. I do him dirty. I share with you guys when we do each other dirty. But my uncle and I had a lot of progress today. So go down in the comments and give Unc a shout out. Neighbors, hear what we did. This is just temporary. But Unc had a fabulous idea. We was going to tear all this plywood off of the pallet. And Unc's like, why don't we just take the big pallet, strengthen it a little bit, and use that as our landing. And I was like, well, Chet, Unc, that's perfect. And ironically enough, it was perfect. Right here, neighbors. Okay? It was perfect so that I can come in my man door. Set aside, Uncle. And then Uncle made sure he remembered that I wanted to make sure Fatty Buntings could walk straight through her door. This is our temporary ramp. We just did 3 runners with 2x4 temporary. Put some screws in it, okay? And then let's show you what else Unc and I did. I have made the mistake of shoveling a bunch of gravel because under this, neighbors, watch out, Unc. Let me show them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to...
Under this, neighbors, was a shit ton of gravel. Okay, if you can see right here, the level it was up to, okay? It was that high, and I've still got a shit ton under the deck right here. And to me, that's wasteful. It's gravel sitting under there that doesn't need to be there. And I need more gravel here. So, I'm hoping to hire somebody. But come on, Unc, let's show them what else we did today. Okay, neighbors, we've been working on the pump house. I've showed you guys that a little bit. And Unc and I have about a 150-foot well. It's really deep. It's full of sulfur. And it's got a lot of sediment in it. So, neighbors, it's rednecky. It's nothing fancy. But we've got our light switch in for our light for our pump house because we didn't have one before. Before, our pump house, Unc, was like maybe, what, 3 feet high? 4 feet high max?
About like, maybe about, just barely about my nose.
And it was nothing but tin and a couple of 2x4s. It had no floor, and it was a great home for the wasps.
Yeah, it was filled with wasps.
Yeah,
every year.
And so I finally decided after about a year of being here and having to fucking fight to hook up my water hose here in that tiny thing, I said, Unc, we're building a pump house. And yeah, it's tall and looks awkward, but last week Unc did all this insulation, which when I got my compressor, the guy gave this to us free because it was extra from his metal building. So Unc has done all that. He had all this pipe insulated really well with heat tape so it doesn't freeze. But what we made the mistake of is where you see this rise now. This went straight across right here. And we've got this sediment filter. As you can see, it's full of sediment. And what you do is, I forget what they call this type of filter, but I'll tell you guys when I remember. Let's see. Get you guys on it. Is we open it, and it drains the sediment, but every once in a while, you have to unhook this, and, oh shit, you know what, Unc? I made a mistake. I glued that to the elbow, and so we're probably going to have to do another setup there, because, well, no, the pipe will probably swivel. Sometimes you have to unscrew this here, which my hands are weak right now, but we have to turn the water off with the shutoff valve, and sometimes you have to take that and you just clean it out. There's no replacing that. It's just a screen. We've had it for about a year now, and it works really well. I forget what it's called, though. But then we have our no-freeze spigot here that we put in, and we also rewired some of this, okay? Because this would have, yeah, this had 14.2 in it, and we like 12.2 with our 20-amp outlets, okay? We don't use 15s here. And then what else did we do today, Unc? We got a bunch of errands done. We did some grocery shopping. We went to the hardware store. What else did we do, Unc, today? What other chores did we do?
Break at least one pallet down.
Yeah, Uncle broke pallets down, but that's just part of the process. And so basically, you guys, some of you have said we want to see more Grumpy Unc. So when Grumpy Unc and I do our chore days, we'll try and give you guys little mini updates like this. And seriously, you guys, you know I complain about my uncle a lot, but today I'm fucking so grateful for this man. And as I told you guys, Unc has been, Unc has been helping me financially because when I got here, I had to carry him because he didn't have a job. And you guys know about his scammer. Huh?
especially when I got sick.
Yeah,
you
and
had
then
to
you
carry
guys-
everything
yep.
without my help.
Yeah, you guys know he was in the hospital twice for the first time for 30 days and was on a respirator, and I come on here crying in front of you guys and asking everybody for prayers and positive
I thank
vibes.
everybody
And
for that.
yeah, Uncle says thank you, neighbors, once more. And so we appreciate that. But this video, really, you guys, can you give my uncle some love and then comments, please? Because he done hella good today. And he does have back problems as well, like I do. Not as bad as mine, but he does have some arthritis and some degenerative disc disease going on. So his lower back is kind of messed up.
Yeah, found that out
But
in the
he
hospital.
worked hard today, you guys. He's put in 12 hours straight with me. And he got up at like 1 o'clock today, which is super early for him on his days off.
Are you down out here?
No,
or-
I'm not.
Okay.
So, but anyways, you guys, getting dark. Here's my piece of shit mower that's not working anymore. Let me get to the lot, you guys, because I want to tell you, I went on easycredit.com or something. I was looking for places that did financing for lawnmowers, and I got approved for up to $15,000. But here's the thing. The 52-inch Husqvarna mower I wanted is $4,659. And with the 5-year plan, I think it was, they end up charging me over $10,000. And so you're looking at $5,000. It was like $5,460 in interest, and that's less than what the mower cost. And so I told them, I'm sorry, but you can shove that up your ass. They basically said, you know, we finance people that usually can't get finance. And I hate that people take advantage of the poor and people that might have credit issues. Maybe you got sick and got $250,000 in hospital bills on your credit like I did. It took me 10 years. You guys, 10 years of paying a tiny little bit here and there. When I was a drug addict, I still tried to pay some of my debt off. Maybe somehow I knew eventually I was going to get clean. And we're 3.5 years sober, you guys. January 2, 2021. And we're at May 8th, 2024. So I'm 3.5 years sober. Praise Jesus, whatever you want to call it. Praise the Almighty One that created all this shit, because we're not stardust. But anyways, I told them, I said, that's robbery. I said, that's filthy, vile, wretched, disgusting human character and human behavior to charge somebody the cost of the mower, more than the cost of the mower in interest alone. Okay, and I told him, I said, I'm gonna have to pass. And I said, that I know you just work for the, you know, it's obviously I'm not talking to the owner of the company. I says, I know you just work for the company, but like those payday loan places, you guys, that charge you 300% interest and shit. I tell the employees, listen, nothing against you, but, you know, I could never work at a place like this because I know they're doing our neighbors dirty and taking advantage of them. And so I always tell people like that, I hope you can find a better job with a company that actually has morals and doesn't rob people like that. It's disgusting to me. So anyways, you guys, please give Unc some love in the comments. I know he's tired as hell. I'm sore as hell. I can't shovel. So what's going to happen now is I'll probably be down for anywhere from 3 to 7 days, unfortunately. Last time I was down 5 days, but I worked 40 hours straight, and it's taken me 5 days to recover. I finally got back after it today. I had no choice. Things have to get done. And so when Grumpy Unc is willing to work, whether I feel good or not, I have to try and force myself. So give him some love in the comments. And remember, neighbors, be kind to one another. Everyone is facing a battle. We're all facing battles. And you might know what the next neighbor's battle is. I'm sorry, you might not know what your neighbor's battle is, and you might be having an off day, a bad day, a grumpy day, and just say something wrong or mean to them, and they might be on the verge of killing themselves because they feel worthless, or their life is hard, or maybe their spouse is beating them, or maybe they've lost their job and have lost everything they owned, and that could be the final straw that causes them to take their own life. So we have to be real careful how we treat each other. When we're in bad moods, we have to try and be conscious. When we're pissed off at big corporations, like when we have to call Amazon or eBay or some other company, our bank, whatever, we have to remember not to take it out on the employees. They're just employees. They're just doing a job. They're just trying to get through this shitty world, the shit soup of life, like we are, neighbors, okay? So be kind to one another, please. I know I'm a hypocrite saying that, but I try real hard to be kind. And most of the time I am very kind to my neighbors. I can do better for sure, but I've come a long way, especially, like I said, talking to people on the phone at the big corporations. I used to take it out on the associates. And I try to make right for that. When I call and I talk to them, I try everything I can to brighten their day, make them smile, make them laugh, make them feel good. You know what I'm saying? And then that's it. So we're all facing battles. and we just have to keep persevering, right? Hashtag persevere, neighbors. You only fail if you quit. And I guess I get that saying from the Bible, I suppose, the proverb that says, a righteous man falleth 7 times, but he arises 8. So it doesn't matter how many times you fall, how many times you make a mistake, how many times you fuck up, okay? What matters is as long as you get up one more time than the amount of times that you've fallen down or gone backwards, then you're doing right, okay? And you're a righteous man or a righteous woman, okay? So I love all 8 billion of you out there, even though I really fucking suck at it. I'm gonna keep trying to get better. Until next time, neighbors.